I think this is really an important question, and I would like to distinguish through three levels where evaluation could be of help. So where evaluation is very often used is the implementation level. So evaluation serves the managers to improve programs, to make them more effective, more efficient. I think here evaluation is very often used for doing rational decisions. And the second level, evaluation could also serve politicians for political control, so for making policy more credible to create legitimacy. Also on that level, a lot of evaluation reports for accountability, for legitimacy are produced, but the question is, are they really used by politicians for their decisions? And in that case, I doubt a little bit more than in the first case. Managers use it very well. On the political level, it is not the same. And evaluation is not only a technocratic instrument for managers or politicians, it serves also as an instrument for societal enlightenment. That means the citizens can also use evaluation, for example, the results of evaluations for generating transparency to open a dialogue with the politicians. And also in this function, I do not see evaluation very often well used. So when we focus on the question, why do evaluations are not used very well by politicians for rational decision making, and how can it be improved, then I think a lot of issues, they complain very often, and they say that's the reason that we do not use evaluations, is that the timing of the evaluation is not always on the right place, or sometimes the information needs of the decision makers are not satisfied. That's also a very important point. The same is with the results must be available when they are needed. Sometimes reports are too long, so it's better to keep it short and sweet. The target group is very important. To whom you address the results, you have to speak then also in the language politicians understand, and not, for example, in a difficult scientific language. The credibility is important, the credibility of the methodology, but also of the evaluator. Advocacy is an important issue, so someone has to support and promote the evaluation results. Laws and regulations may help to stimulate, at least to conduct evaluations. And participation and generation of ownership is always an important issue, exactly also in that case. So at the end, we must say these are not really new insights, but nevertheless, these are important issues evaluators should take in mind when they want that that politicians use their evaluation results. Oh, I think Latin America faces some challenges. Let's start again on the political level. I think it is very important that politicians and parliamentarians know how they can use evaluations. So also, for what are evaluations? How can they help to improve their work? For example, to really make decisions on a rational basis. And I think very often this knowledge is not present in Latin American governments. I think there is a source of support necessary. Okay, so that means we have to promote evaluation on the political level. But beside that, we have also give support on the administrative level. On the administrative level, the question is now how to conduct evaluations, not why we should conduct evaluations, how to conduct evaluations. And for that, I think a lot of training is necessary to have more and more qualified evaluators. The third thing is evaluation capacity development, which is necessary in Latin America, as in many other countries too, is not only training. So We have to support evaluation societies. We have to establish structures in ministries to make evaluation to a rule. So in that case also legislation, laws and other things could help to institutionalize evaluation. And what I think is necessary are best practices. So I think there are not so many really methodological excellent evaluations. So what's necessary are benchmark evaluations. And let me mention the last point, that is that I have the feeling that in some universities we have now a very good teaching about evaluation, but more theoretically. So what's missing is the practice. And so we have the situation, for example, in Costa Rica, where I'm a little bit familiar with, that we have there now very well-educated evaluators, but they have it's very difficult for them to enter the evaluation market. Yeah? So because the evaluation market, they always ask for experienced people. But here we have well-educated people, but of course not experienced one. So a big challenge is how to bring these very well-educated people into the market. And I think this is maybe also something CLEAR can do something. Of course, I know that CLEAR is doing a very good job in the field of training and also in promoting evaluation. But I think this bringing the youth into evaluation, I think would be a very interesting topic. Maybe CLEAR should look a little bit more carefully about that. Thank you very much.